Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog Trading video. Tonight's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, Cardano, Solana, Shiba, Avalanche in that order. We're also going to talk about what happened today with this price action. It was pretty frustrating for me personally because we had a good setup going up to this price target. We just couldn't get that 4 hour or even the daily. Looks like not even closing above the level that we were looking for. So we did get this ugly rejection, and we're going to go over some of that. Now, if you guys follow me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. And guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, education purpose only. But you'll notice on my Twitter that I posted some of these earlier, right? You can see, boom, like this is a beautiful ascending triangle on the 4 hour. I also did. We had one on Matic. Okay, everything was looking good. Then the report came out and everything tanked. Inflation was worse than we thought, of course, right? I mean, pretty much tell that, right? Now, what's disappointing about that is that when you buy Bitcoin, you don't buy it. When Bitcoin came out for inflation, guys. That's what it was created for back when the market crashed in 2008. That's why people were so interested in Bitcoin to hedge against inflation, kind of like a gold, kind of like that's what the point is, right? So it's very disappointing to me that we didn't just explode. We followed the market. We're just following the traditional market. So you trade the stock market, you trade crypto. I mean, it's very sad to see that because that's not what Bitcoin was made for. Okay. With that being said, we had our ascending triangle. We did not get the daily or the 4 hour candle close. We wicked it, but we did not get the closure out of this 45 or 44,970 area, and our target would have been up here. Instead, we broke down. It looks like hopefully hopefully we can bounce back into this. Now, you can see where I drew a line, guys. I didn't do a video yesterday. I don't know if someone hacked into my YouTube or something, but I had a whole bunch of views, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. I don't understand what happened. And then my computer was acting up, so then I had to go through this whole virus fixing thing and go through this whole process, adding security. It was a nightmare. So I couldn't get a video out until now. So that's why I was posting things on Twitter for you guys, just to make sure that you guys got something, just in case there was a breakout. You guys knew what to look for, and these targets up here. Okay. Now, with that being said, what are we looking at now? Well, it looks like we're getting a nice bounce. Okay, we're going to look at the 1 hour, or no, we're in the 4 hour. Let's look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour, wow. Is this the 1 hour setting up to it's looking nice here, guys? Is this right? Wow. We did get rejected, and this is what I was worried about. Now, what we want to see here, we want to see this 1 hour not just wick it, but get a solid close above this previous candle right here. Also, what we want to see is we want to see a candle closing, opening, and holding in this trend, because we can still get back up into this ascending triangle, dance around it for a little bit, and then break out of it and go. Okay? But we have to get back into the pattern. Okay, it's not uncommon. I've seen this happen before. Now, if this continues on the rejection path, okay, where we get rejected right here, and we can't break this area, then we can look for the rollover and more downside targets. Okay, the 1 hour though is actually looking very healthy. I mean, besides the MACD, I mean, if we can get up to 43. 980 area, the MACD will flip. It's coming down. Momentum's coming to the downside, so that's actually not good. But stochastic looks like it's getting ready to flip. Looks like we're going to get some bullish divergence. Well, we had 3 drives, but then we had another 3 drive here. Actually, this is not even confirmed, so I take the hour back, guys. until we meet what I just talked about in the standard of getting above this candle. This actually could go down from here. We're actually getting rejected in my zone, in the fib zone right here. You can see where you got our touch points. So yeah, not looking too hot actually. So I take that back. 4 hour. Let's see. Now we still got 2 hours left on that one. Let's look at the daily. Anything? No. Okay, so we have this bigger trend right here on the daily. Okay, let me get rid of this so we can actually see what the heck's going on. What I don't want to do, guys, okay, what I don't want to do, and we are holding, so we are holding. Okay, I was just about to talk about this. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to get a daily candle closing under this 50-day moving average. Okay, these are my support zones coming in at the 43,173, the 42,333. Now, if we get a daily candle closing under this 50-day, that's pretty much coming in right around that 42. Let's say 42,420 area. If this does the next daily, or even this candle comes down further, and tomorrow by 7 o'clock Eastern time, this can actually, if this acts as resistance, then we could see more of a downside move. And I'd be looking at this 40,300 to 39,600 area. If that doesn't hold, guys, and this trend doesn't hold, on top of that, I would be looking for these downside targets again, coming in right around 32 to 29, or even this 28. I'd be looking at these lower targets. We could scoot this box all the way over, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. This area here, this area right here, all the way from back there. So you can see where we got the bounce right there off that 28. But we could be looking at those lower targets, guys. And so keep that in mind. This is very critical. This is very crucial. So right now, not looking too healthy on the daily. I don't like the way this candle's setting up. What I would like to see is if we do get the bounce off this 50, I want to get back above this solid part of the candle and get a close pretty much above there, coming in right around 44. Let's just say 500, make it even for you guys. All right. So that's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. The 50-day moving average is very important. Put that on go to indicators. Okay, guys. Type in 50 MA. That's it, right? Is that how we do it? Let's see. Oh, no, I'm sorry. MA. You type in moving average, and then you go to settings, and you just type in 50. Okay? So just moving out MA, and then just go to just type in 50 on there, and that's how you get the 50-day moving average. Okay? All right, so next. Same thing with Ethereum. The only difference is we had the same type of setup, guys, but we got rejected. We came down. We hit the bottom part of this. Now we're getting held up, supported by the 50-day moving average, but on the 4-hour chart. This is the 4-hour chart. Okay, so what can we see on the 4-hour chart? Well, right now, if this candle closes like this, it's still not bullish. I would like to see this candle turn green. Okay, then I would look for more of the bullish upside. But if it's red and it looks like that, we could probably see more downside, and get a close under actually both of these moving averages. Because here's the 200-day, here's the 50. So we want to see the 4-hour hold up above both of those two moving averages. Okay, the 200 days coming in right around 2906, and the 50 days coming right around 3006. To the downside, yeah, we're getting a 3-drive pattern, so that's not looking good. Let's look at the 1 hour, maybe a pop to the upside if things load. Well, we're getting a little bit of bullish hidden divergence right here, which could be nice. But besides that, I mean, well, things are kind of low. So we could get a little pop to the upside and maybe test this trend again, just like Bitcoin. So, but with that being said, guys, not this is not looking good. Okay. What's going on here? Yeah, that's what I want. All right. So we could get, if this candle could turn, flip this one right here, turn green, get above, hold. We could get back up here and test this trend and then see if we get rejected from there. Okay. But we're running out of real estate here, because once we get what we can get to the end of this area here, but once we get over here, it's more about just breaking that resistance, and this pattern is done. Okay. I mean, it looks pretty ugly already, so don't count on it too much. To the downside, my targets, if we do break, there is a bigger trend here, guys. You guys can see it. I drew it out for you right here. So I would be looking for a bounce. If we do come down today, especially at 29.30. If not, then yeah, well, we could wick 29.30. So 29.30 would be my target. But we also could come either tomorrow or a little bit later down this trend. Let's look at the daily real quick so I get a better idea. The daily, we could come down here and touch this trend and ride it. So just keep that in mind. Trend is your friend. Let's see if we can hold this trend. I don't know why there's a text there, but we'll get rid of that. So these are my levels that I'm looking for. If that 29.29 doesn't hold up, then I'll look for this 27.42, 25.72, 2300, and then you can see my lower levels down here. To the upside, if we break this, I'd be looking at 33.93, 34.75, 35.79, 38.30, and 39.48. Okay, and then maybe once we get up to that point, we can start looking at this 41 and higher. All right, how much time we got? Okay, we're running out of time. All right, we're gonna move on to Matic. Matic, guys, we're actually hitting one of my lines right now. Look at this, boom. Wow, look how good the TA is, guys. So let's see if this area holds up at 182 or even 181 and some high change. And then if that breaks, let's see if we get a bounce off this 50-day moving average coming in right around $1.79. If that doesn't hold, I'd be looking at $1.75 and $1.66. Okay. I thought we could maybe get a W. You can see how I drew it out. But that did not happen, guys. So the W is not happening. That did not play out, unfortunately. The W to the upside would have been that target up at 227. That is not happening. So we're just going to get rid of all that because obviously it broke down. So now what are we looking at? Well, we got a potential M pattern here, right? Let's see if this M pattern already played out. So we got this, okay, this, and we did break this. Okay, so what do we have for a target? Let's draw it up. We're going to be conservative. We're going to take this point. We're not going to take the high point. We're going to take this midpoint. So let's be conservative, because I always want to be conservative with this. If we take it down here, well, look where that lines up, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty much at that 166 mark. So we could be seeing that downside to that 166 if this 4-hour ends up closing underneath this trend that's coming in at 186. So we got 2 hours left on that. So if you see that happen, then yeah, I would be looking for more downside on this. If it closes, if it comes down here like it's now where it is now, and it pops back up and it closes above this, then we could see maybe another swing to the upside. But right now, if it closes where it is, I'm looking at more downside and those downside targets, okay? To the upside, very simple. Let's just break 207, get a 4-hour candle closing. Actually, we're going to take this high right there. Let's see if we can break the 209, well, basically 210 area, and get a 4-hour candle closing above there for more upside. Cardano, same kind of setup, guys. The only difference is you can see where the M wicked. How much time do we have? We got plenty of time. Okay. So you can see where the M pattern happened here. We got it. Boom, boom, boom. That's an ugly M. But it's still that I still would consider that. And the 50 days breaking down. So if we can get a close back above here, if we close right here, then yeah, there could be some more upside. But if we come back down and close under this level right here at 113, could we see some more downside? Yes. What would be the potential target? Let's look from here to here. This is an ugly M though. This might not work out as well as good as the other M pattern we had. But we could see a target around 105 if we get a 4-hour candle closing under that mark. We'll have to play that by ear, but depending on what Bitcoin does also as well. And we could look at this area too, the 108, 107. They could just do us a little fake out and bring it back up. But right now, this isn't confirmed. Right now, this is still kind of holding up. Actually, I'm sorry, it's not holding up. We want to bring it up to 114. Do I like that? Yeah. I mean, we could be conservative. I mean, basically, look, if it breaks down, I'm going to keep it where I had it. If it breaks down on that 113, then yeah, I would look for lower targets, okay? And my targets would be 110, 108, 107, 105, 103, and 102. To the upside, let's just get back above the 116 and 118 area. 4-hour candles closing above there. Then I would look for more upside. Okay, Solana is a little bit ugly. 105. We kind of hit this area. Well, I was setting up for the W. Guess what happened, guys? We got rejected right at our trend. I did this on Twitter as well. I had this drawn up. Each candle represents 4 hours. We hit this rejection right here, and then downhill we went, okay? Once that happened, guess what it turned into, guys? You guessed it. A nice little M pattern, right? And then this broke, and then bang, downhill. Okay, did we meet that target yet? Let's look. Boom. Did we meet that target? Oh, come on, give it to me. Actually, yes, we did. So let's see if we get a bounce here. If not, let's see if the 102 and the 100 area holds. If not, 96, 95. To the upside, I want to get back above 109, 110 area and get a 4-hour candle closing above there. Break this trend, and then maybe we can move past 115, 116 and get back into this 120 area. So that's what I'm looking at for Solana, Shib Army, Shib Nation. Unfortunately, I had this beautiful setup here, but just like everything else, we had a little M pattern play out here. You could see it right here. If we start it from here to here, boom, 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 boom. This broke, the trend broke, and downhill we went, okay? Potential target for this. Now, sometimes, guys, they don't always hit the targets, but most of the time they do. So there is some hopium still with this. Wow, coming in right around 25, which would be one of my targets. So keep an eye on that area. If we do break back up into this pattern, then I would be bullish and maybe break up out of this thing, and then our target would be up into that 4,000 range, okay? To the downside, my first downside target would be 28.90, 28.20, and then 27.10, and then, of course, this 25.65, okay? Avalanche, guys, how much time we got left? We got plenty of time to do Avalanche. Avalanche, this is a bearish pattern, guys, but Avalanche is looking really healthy, so let's see if it breaks. If we get a daily candle closing or even like a 6 to 12 hour under this trend, because this is a 60-40, so there's still a 40% chance this goes higher, but there's a 60% chance this goes lower. So on this 4-hour pattern, if we get a 4-hour or a daily or even a 12 to 6-hour close and come up here and get rejected, my first area would be this 85, which we did end up hitting. That was one of my targets to the downside in the video from the other day. Then my next target would be 80. Then I'd want to see what happens at this trend, see if we bounce off this trend and do something like that. Excuse me. If not, we could see 75 and 73, and then all the way down to this 69 to 66 zone. I gotta clean this chart up a little bit, but that's what I'm looking at for AVAX. That's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. I think we covered everything. We are seeing a nice little bounce, probably on the 1 hour. No, actually, it's looking ugly. So, yeah, I'm thinking, guys, we could see some more downside. Let's see if these supports hold up. If not, then yeah, that's what you look for. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, educational purposes only. Much love to you guys. Make sure you guys hit the bell, hit the all so you never miss any of my videos. And much love to you guys. Make sure you guys sub. Peace out.